8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome everybody to another installment of Hudson High School Raiders girls soccer. This is their second match of the season, going up against the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's, two teams. They look to have a competitive match tonight, two of the top flight squads in the Big Rivers Conference. My name is Brian Mose, here with you tonight, not with my partner Chuck Bublitz and cameraman Adam Tilson. It's just me. I don't think might not be as good as the first broadcast, but I'll see if my efforts suffice. But thank you for joining us as Eau Claire Memorial got possession right away and then gave it up to the Raiders very quickly, as the Raiders will move it from the near side of the pitch, trying to work it back into the middle. Some potential danger right there, but Hudson able to regroup. That's Merdsdeck with it. Avery Merdsdeck moving, kind of knifing her way through the defense towards the middle, tries to find a teammate towards the top of the box. That one gets picked off as the ball will roll into Eau Claire Memorial's box. Goalie sends it out. Quick disclaimer here, at the start of the game was not able to get information on Eau Claire Memorial starters and rosters, so major apologies for that. Try our best, but we do have all of Hudson's information, so hopefully that will suffice. Eau Claire Memorial trying to push it past midfield for the first time this match, not really able to on that one, as Hudson will go out wide. Ball will stay in play as it trades hands a couple times. Now back to Hudson, trying to spread it out wide. Player on the far side. It goes straight to the goalie after trying to cross it in. I believe that was Stella Duffy trying to make the play there on the far corner. Goalie punt for Eau Claire Memorial, just short of the UWEC logo at midfield. Great facility that University Wisconsin of Eau Claire has here. As the ball will be moved along the far side of the pitch. Eau Claire Memorial trying to move it into Hudson's box. They finally get it past midfield, and after a pinball and a Hudson clear, Eau Claire Memorial will send it back over to the far side. It'll roll out for the first throw-in of tonight's contest. That's Pope with the rock. She'll send it in. Trying to go up to Duffy, but play is stopped as Eau Claire Memorial will go in for a substitution here. And for the Hudson Raiders, their last match, an 11-2 victory against the Chippewa Falls Cardinals. That was the first broadcast of the 2021 season. Had a great time as Hudson did a good job taking care of business at home, even with the efforts of Haley Mason and company of Chippewa Falls trying to kind of cut into their lead a little bit later on in the match. We will have another one coming up soon here this week. I believe it'll be on the 11th of this month of May. Eau Claire Memorial with a throw-in from the far side. They're going to work it towards the far corner. Nice job there by Sophie Pope to get one of those Eau Claire Memorial forwards in trouble, and now Hudson will work with possession through the far side of the pitch. That's Duffy with it. Quick boot trying to find Lauren Chuckle. The ball is just too far though, as a defensive back will take that one, get it out of play. It will be white ball, Hudson throw-in here. At least I think so. No, it'll be Eau Claire, as a Hudson player touched it last. Throw in there towards the 32-yard line on this football field. Ball trades hand. And after Hudson kind of send one towards the goal, don't really know if that was intended to be a shot on net, but it was picked up by the goalie. Play will now resume towards the middle of the field and now on the far side. Toting a thin line there, and the ball goes out of play. Eau Claire Memorial with another throw-in. They're going to keep it on the far side of the pitch, and they give it up as quickly as they got it, as that ball goes out of play right in front of Eau Claire Memorial's bench. Ball thrown in. Hudson will work it around the back. They're in their own half. Hudson trying to send it towards the middle, and a player hits the turf. It'll stay Hudson possession after a foul committed by the Old Abes. Maddie Wolfgram will take the free kick here for Hudson. She sends it towards the left side of the pitch, goes by everybody. It'll roll all the way down towards the corner. It'll go past the yellow line on the far side of the pitch. Out of play, Eau Claire Memorial throwing deep in their own territory. Throw-in goes by an Old Abe, stopped by a Hudson Raider. Possession trades hands, and now here come the Old Abes trying to move it through the middle of the pitch. As the 1-2 doesn't work out there for Eau Claire Memorial. Nice job there by the Raiders, and I believe that's Maddie Wolfgram as she moves it up there to Grace Lewis. Lewis loses it there, trying to muscle her assignment off the ball, but Eau Claire Memorial stays strong with possession. They're going to move it from the near side back to the middle. Trying to go for the drop back pass right there, unavailable. Stretching that ball out toward the far side of the pitch. That one read like a book. Hudson can't get it past midfield after a deflection off of a body of an Old Abe player, as the ball will stop right in front of head coach Steve Solom, and Hudson will take a throw-in at midfield on the far side of the pitch. Duffy with it. Duffy almost lost it there for a second. Hudson trying to not give Eau Claire Memorial another throw-in. That effort does not work, as Eau Claire Memorial will send one in. Ball kind of stays towards the middle of the field here. Nice interception of the pass, but it might stay with the Old Abes. Lauren Chuckle gets her foot on the ball. And after a deflection, it goes back into the Eau Claire half, and now Memorial will work it past halfway. Now working the near side of the pitch. Quick stop, trying to send it in towards the box. Nice job there. And I want to say that Kier Young can't quite catch the numbers. Eau Claire Memorial with another chance now on the far side. Nice job there, though, by Avery Merdsdeck, getting that one out of play and allowing Hudson to catch its breath. Throw-in will be taken on the near side of the pitch, sent in towards the box, and a couple of Raiders crash in on the ball right there. Eau Claire Memorial keeping it in front of them, though, as a shot from a little bit far outside the box, easily picked up there by Abby Carlson, who gets her first touch of the match. She sends a booming punt all the way past midfield. She's got plenty of leg on her goalie kicks, as Hudson not able to do much with it, but at least it puts the Old Abes back in their own half. Ball trying to be sent in through the middle right there. Nobody there for the Old Abes, but Kendall Ross was there for the Hudson Raiders. Abby Carlson sends that one back towards midfield. It goes over Chuckle's head. Old Abes pounce on it. We'll see if they can hold on to it, as Duffy intercepts a pass right there. Duffy trying to work it towards one of her defensive backs. And after the ball hits a Eau Claire Memorial cleat, it'll be another throw-in for the Hudson Raiders. High throw-in takes a deflection off of a head of, I believe, a Hudson Raider player, but regardless, Eau Claire Memorial keeps it in play. Ball going to be moved through the far side of the pitches. That's Aubrey Ross there who picked up the ball. Hudson loses it. Eau Claire Memorial trying to work the far side of the pitch as well, but they give up possession after some good defense there from the Raiders. Still 0-0 early on in this match. Plenty of throw-ins, though, as I'm sure Sophie Pope has taken about 85% of them so far this match. Hudson now trying to work it back before they move forward, and now they move forward. So I believe that's Merdsdeck with it. She's going to move through the teeth of the defense inside the box. Left foot shot, and that one is knocked down and stopped by Eau Claire Memorial. Punt there from the top of the box. A couple of bodies collide, and Hudson comes away with possession. Now they're going to work the near side of the pitch. Grace Lewis had it there on her foot for a split second. Eau Claire gets it out of play, and now it'll be picked up by Hudson, as Julian Brown will take the throw-in. Brown sends that one over towards the corner. Grace Lewis going to try and center it. Lewis can't get enough power behind that one, as it'll just trail past the back line, and it'll be a goalie kick for the Old Abes. Left-footed boot, kind of stays low and short, but it falls to an Old Abe. Old Abe touches it last, another throw-in, and once again it's Julian Brown on the near side trying to go over the top. Couldn't find Grace Lewis on that one. Aubrey Ross trying to get in on the play. That's Lauren Chuckle with it now for the Hudson Raiders. Chuckle trying to send that one out wide, and that pass is intercepted. Good cut of the route right there, as that ball will be sent in deep. No trouble there for Abby Carlson as she gives it a quick pass over to one of her defensive backs. Unfortunately, though, for Julian Brown, that ball was just too far. It'll be a throw-in for Eau Claire Memorial. As we get a substitute, or rather a substitution for the Old Abe's, as plenty of purple jerseys have been in circulation early on in this match. Throw-in down the near side, quickly swallowed up there by Hudson, and it goes back out of play after an attempt from Kendall Ross to clear it. Goes over the out-of-bounds line. Throw in towards the left corner of the box. Eau Claire Memorial will now work it back over towards the middle. Nice interception of the pass there by Hudson. Lauren Chuckle closest to it for the Raiders. And after a Old Abe tried to pounce on it, it takes a deflection off of Lauren Chuckle's shins. And a couple of players fight for it. Hudson touches it last. It'll be another throw-in for the Old Abe's, this time on the far side, as they get it towards the 30-yard line on this football field and lose possession about as quickly as they were able to center the ball right there. Hudson, beautiful through ball all the way up to Stella Duffy. Duffy with time and space. Duffy shoots. Duffy scores as she put that one low and toward the near post from where we are. Good shot there from Stella Duffy. She draws first blood in this match. The Hudson Raiders take a 1-0 lead in this conference matchup. So Eau Claire Memorial will now work with possession after giving up a goal. Hudson has dominated possession here so far in the first half of this match, as Eau Claire Memorial has not had many chances, and definitely not as dominant as the Chippewa Falls victory that Hudson had not too long ago, but they are certainly controlling the pace of play. This game has gone on their terms. They've possessed it most of the time, and for a good amount of that time it has been in Eau Claire's half, so we'll see if that continues after the first goal from Stella Duffy, as Hudson continues to work the far side of the pitch. Eau Claire Memorial trying to knock them back towards midfield. They do. Now Hudson will work through the middle. Ball played over to Merdsdeck. Merdsdeck does a quick spin, finds some space, tries to go over to Chuckle with the one touch. Trying to go over the top there to Duffy, but Memorial's goalie snuffed it out. She will take it, punt it. That one goes about for 30 yards, stays on the far side. Hudson will work through the middle again. That's Chuckle with it. Chuckle up to Merdsdeck. Merdsdeck with it. Left-footed boot, and it hits the it hits the crossbar, or not the crossbar, but it hit the uprights behind it. So Hudson with a potential scoring chance right there, going high and way over. Eau Claire Memorial with the goalie kick. That one falls just short of that 40-yard line right there. Eau Claire Memorial trying to work it through the middle. That one's stopped there by Brown. Brown will send that one toward the far side of the pitch. Hudson trying to work it back to the middle. And a miscommunication, or rather too strong of a pass. Both teammates not on the same page right there. Coughs up possession to the Old Abe's as they'll work it toward the far side. Nobody's home, though, as I believe that was Elena Merdsdeck who was closest to it there for the Hudson Raiders. Abby Carlson with the kick. That one will skip past a Old Abe, and it will fall to Stella Duffy of the Hudson Raiders. She's going to work it to one of her defensive backs. Hudson now moves it all the way back to Carlson. Carlson gets her foot under it and sends it towards the middle of the field, stopped by an Old Abe. A couple of white jerseys there, and they come away with possession. Trying to fit the ball up towards Stella Duffy right there, but it's cut off by an Old Abe defensive back. Ball will be moved toward the far side of the pitch. Hudson finding a little bit of trouble as there are plenty of purple jerseys around the ball when Hudson moves it towards that area. Lauren Chuckle with it now for the Raiders. Skips that one over to the center of the field. Now Hudson will work it towards the back. Back up towards the midfielders. That's Chuckle with it. Chuckle has it poked away from her. And it falls into the waiting boot of a Old Abe. That attempt to send a through ball on the far side goes out of play. Hudson will take a throw-in. Hudson's going to have to trek backwards a little bit here to take this throw-in, excuse me. Make it a little bit deeper in their own territory. Passing it around the back are the Raiders. Now finally moving it past their own box. Sending that one towards the middle of the field, stopped by an Old Abe. That one goes sky high. Falls on the far side. Hudson's going to pounce on it. Nice tap of the head there by, I believe, Sophie Pope, who's been able to center it really well on that side of the pitch and send it to her teammates. That one, though, or rather that ball, was just too strong toward the sideline. Duffy couldn't get to it. And Eau Claire will take the throw-in in front of their bench. Thrown on the far side, stopped there by a Raider. It'll go out of play again, another throw-in for Hudson. Duffy trying to center it. She gets swarmed by a couple of Old Abes, still playing physical, trying to muscle her assignment off the ball. Not able to, and now Eau Claire threatening. Nice defensive recovery there from the Raiders. Ball will go out of play. Still a throw-in opportunity, though, for the Old Abes. Throw-in from the far side. They're going to send it towards the box. Stop there. Possession still looking to be fought for here. Now Hudson has it comfortably, but they give it right back to Eau Claire Memorial. Some tussling at the top of the box right there. Eau Claire Memorial gets it back again. Shot there, deflects off of a Raider. It'll hit the netting behind the goal and uprights here. And it will be a corner kick for the girls in purple and white. Corner kick to come. Eau Claire Memorial was in a little bit of a pack there at the top of the box. They spread out trying to make a run for it, but the ball doesn't really even give them a chance as it skips to the side of the net. Carlson will just center it there towards the top of her box and will send it out for a goalie kick. Good centering of the ball there by Stella Duffy, trying to find somebody over the middle, but it's stopped by an Old Abe. Ball will stay a little bit airborne here as it moves from middle to near side. Speaking of going airborne, that one was a far traveling ball. Nobody there for the Old Abes, but they pressure enough to get Hudson to clear it and get it out of play. Eau Claire Memorial will take another throw-in on the near side. A little bit of downtime right there. Eau Claire finally gets a throw-in. Ball stopped there. And now both teams fighting for it. Shot taken. Shot goes way wide as it looked like it hit the outside of an Old Abe's boot. It'll go way out of play. Carlson will take the goalie kick. Coming in for Sophia Knox. Carlson with the goal kick. It'll fall to an Old Abe, and they'll try and start some offense on the far side again. Good defensive work there from the Raiders as a couple of Raiders crash the ball, and now Hudson will go on the counterattack. That's Chuckle with it. Chuckle. Quick tap pass over to one of her teammates, as I believe that was Kira Young who was able to get it. And then after a forward was not able to find Someone running for the goal. As I want to say that was Sophia Nault who was making a run. Not 100% sure, though, if that's right. As Sophie Pope will fight for possession with an Old Abe. She's able to win it, throws it in, trying to go for Stella Duffy. Duffy able to get a boot on it before an Old Abe kicked it out of play, but Duffy's touch goes all the way over the back line, and another goal kick for the Old Abes. Kick taken by a defenseman. Oops, sorry there. Issue with the camera as the ball was out of our frame, but it also goes out of frame of the pitch. Hudson will take the throw in. It'll stay on the far side. Eau Claire Memorial able to regain possession. As he got about 3 Hudson jerseys close to the ball right there. Not able to get possession, but able to clear it out of play and get it over towards the Hudson bench. Eau Claire with another throw in. This one will get towards the center of the pitch. Quick volley over nearly everybody. An Eau Claire Memorial player trips on the ball. Looks all right as Eau Claire will regain possession and try and work it through the middle. Ball sent over to the far side. Eau Claire Memorial not able to save it. And another throw-in is upcoming for the Hudson Raiders. Quick take on that one. Over towards Duffy. Duffy trying to center it. She'll kind of tap that one back to one of her defensive backs. Pope with it. Now back up towards Duffy. Duffy with too heavy of a touch right there, but able to recover it after a Memorial player hits it off of her shins. Memorial with it again. As good job there from Chuckle to win possession back for the Raiders. Merdsdeck trying to make a play. You see that arm extension there by an Old Abe sending Merdsdeck to the turf. It'll award Hudson a free kick. Taking this free kick will be Maddie Wolfgram. Wolfgram makes a run at it, sends it towards the top of the box, skips past a handful of players, race for it there between Merdsdeck and Eau Claire Memorial's goalie, results in a clear attempt by said goalie. It'll go out of play for a Hudson throw-in. Pope will take it. Throw in. Falls slow to the top of the box. Lauren Chuckle with a kick right there from the far corner. That one stays wide on its course and will fall out of play. Another goal kick for the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes. Ball sent toward the near side as that one was headed by Wisty. Now to Merdsdeck. Merdsdeck trying to fit that one through some traffic, or at least not too much traffic, trying to thread the needle right there. It goes too far, though, picked up by Eau Claire Memorial's goalie. Good idea, though, for Hudson, leading this match 1-0 as it stands right now. Trying to pick up another conference win early on in this season, as not too long ago they were able to pick up a matchup victory against the Chippewa Falls Cardinals, an 11-2 contest between the two squads. The hometown Hudson Raiders coming away with that one. Our first away broadcast of the season is this game against the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes. And happy for the people at UWEC and Eau Claire Memorial High School to be accommodating for us and letting us use their facilities, as a ball sent through the middle of the field is easily picked up there by Eau Claire Memorial's netminder. Goalie punt will stay low but falls to a Old Abe. Nice job there by Wisty. She's going to send that one up towards Nault. Nault over to Chuckle, trying to find Duffy. Duffy's route gets cut off there. Eau Claire Memorial able to clear it out of harm's way, at least for now. Wisty with another good job muscling her assignment off the ball. Hudson trying to trap somebody there in the corner results in a bad pass. Picked up there by the Raiders. I believe that was Brown with it, trying to get it over to Chuckle. Chuckle's attempt to fit it through gets knocked away. Now the ball will be sent over to the far side, as that's Pope with it. Pope stands strong with possession, not able to fit a pass through as it hit a body and falls to the Old Abes. Quick volley attempt over to the far side. That one shored up by Matty Wolfgram, a co-captain of this Hudson Raiders squad. Stays over towards the midfield, and now Hudson's able to get it into Eau Claire's half. Duffy trying to make a run for it. Old Abe gets there first. It'll go out of play for a corner kick for the... Oh, no, that is an offsides, as the linesman had his arm raised and his flag pointed to where he spotted it. So no corner kick for the Hudson Raiders, as the ball will stay towards the 26-yard line, that hash mark right there on this football field. Strong boot right there from Eau Claire Memorial, sending that one nearly 50 yards down Hudson's side of the field. Stopped there by the Raiders. Now going to move it to the far side from the defensive backs up to the forwards. Duffy trying to make a play on it. Gets it poked away from her, but luckily, as she was toting the thin line, the ball goes out of play and last touched by an Old Abe. We got a substitution here in waiting for the Old Abes of Eau Claire Memorial High School. Get that one straight away. After some quick downtime, Hudson will take another throw in there. Pope trying to fit it through some traffic, as there was a couple of purple jerseys there ready to pounce on that one. Hudson able to work it from the far side to the middle. Now making a run for it is Nault. Trying to go for the good through ball right there was Merdsdeck. And it would have been a good ball if the goalie just didn't happen to be there. Good run there by Eau Claire Memorial's goalie, even after some trouble handling the ball after being able to stop it. This match still 1-0 as it stands right now, as Hudson has knocked on the door a couple of times. Eau Claire Memorial has been able to sweat out some of the danger that they've faced, though, ever since that first goal from Stella Duffy. Miscommunication there on that play, as not quite sure or 100% sure what happened, but it looked like somebody assumed that another was going to pick up possession. Potentially dangerous right there, but able to clear it away for a throw-in. Eau Claire Memorial doesn't do too much with it, as Abby Carlson will swarm in and pick that one up. Carlson sends one towards the middle of the field. It skips to the far side, headed away by an Old Abe. Kept in play, and that pass is deflected by a Raider. Both teams will trade possession a couple of times, and now it's firmly within Eau Claire Memorial's hands. Figuratively, of course, as this is soccer. Can't touch it with your hands unless you're Abby Carlson, who will pick this ball up after that shot, from Eau Claire Memorial goes short and too near of the net. Carlson sending this one up, as she will send it deep. That one's going to skip towards midfield, stopped by an Old Abe. That one was headed forward. Referee was closer to the traffic, as now it moves to the center of the pitch to the far side. Quick volley up toward a Eau Claire Memorial forward, and now a through ball that's a little bit too far behind, still able to be centered and sent towards the far corner of Hudson's box. And Hudson doesn't see much to do with it besides just getting it up and out of play. Throw-in will be taken by the Old Abes. That one a bit further than some of their other throw-in attempts, and it stayed high. Unfortunately for Eau Claire Memorial, it didn't lead to a scoring chance, as now Hudson will go on the counterattack. As a through ball all the way up to Duffy. It'll be stopped by a goalie, though, first. Duffy was making a run for it, as I believe that was Merdsdeck with possession, trying to go for a great through ball. And not only that, as I didn't pick up right away, it's another offside for the Hudson Raiders, the second time that Stella Duffy has been tagged with that infraction. So the ball will now move toward the near side as the clouds in Eau Claire, Wisconsin have draped over this field. Looks a little bit nicer in my opinion, but we'll see how it goes throughout this one, as the match start time was about 6:15 Central Time here. So we'll see what it looks like as it gets darker. Eau Claire Memorial trying to get it out of their own zone, and helped there by Hudson trying to be aggressive on getting the ball back. But unfortunately for them, that means that a deflection goes out of play. Eau Claire Memorial will take a throw-in on the near side. As that ball stolen away by Nault. And Old Abe almost hits the turf right there, as that throw-in was not placed where it should have been. Luckily for Eau Claire Memorial, they will just take the goalie kick on this one. Ball will be sent forward. It'll stay near. That one skips past a couple of players on the boot of a Old Abe. The volley is way too far for any purple jersey to pick up, as Maddie Wolfgram is able to shield the player she's marking away from the ball, and it's picked up by Abby Carlson, who boots it deep. And now here's Stella Duffy trying to make a run for it. That ball might be too far, and it is, unfortunately, for the Hudson Raiders. As you see that little flag there on the corner, the wind is blowing towards Hudson's net. We'll see how the wind changes. Not too chilly, but you can feel the cold here in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Hudson now with it on the far side, moving it towards the center of the pitch again. That's Merdsteck with it. Quick tap. Now over to Chuckle. Chuckle will step up, sends a left-footed shot. That one will take a skip straight into Eau Claire's lap, or rather the goalie laying in waiting. Wasn't too tough to field. That punt, though, might have been a little bit tough for a Old Abe to field, as it's kind of skipped in front of one of their forwards. Eau Claire still holds on to possession, though. Nice job there by Kira Young. Not able to center possession, though, as Eau Claire Memorial gets it back. Hudson will send that one over towards the sand pits on the track here at UWEC. It'll be a throw-in on the far side for Eau Claire Memorial. Throw-in gets past a couple of members of both squads, falls to a Raider boot, who sends it back to the far side. Eau Claire Memorial regains possession. Too soft of a pass, though, on that one, and Hudson will regain the ball. Played up to Stella Duffy, who loses it there for a split second, picked back up by Eau Claire Memorial, who will send that one straight to the side judge. It'll be a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders on the far side once more. Throw-in hits a head of a Old Abe. It'll go back out of play again. Another throw-in. Once again, it's off frame. Apologies for that, as now I got my act together. Moving it back toward the action. Ball will be moved towards the middle of the pitch here. Hudson right at that UWEC logo, and now they stretch it toward the near side, trying to fit that one through traffic. Not able to, as Hudson will rework it as they'll pass around the back. Ball goes from far side to near side, stopped by a Memorial player. Making a play for it right there was Wisty for the Hudson Raiders, but not able to get a strong boot on it. And of course, right as I say that, Hudson's able to move it into Eau Claire territory, and Eau Claire gets it right back. on the counterattack, a short-lived counterattack, is good defensive work there by the Raiders. Now Merdsdeck with it. Merdsdeck to Merdsdeck, as that's Avery over to Elena Merdsdeck. Ball sent over toward the far side. Eau Claire Memorial wants a handball on Stella Duffy, who tried to get in front of a rocket of a volley right there. And Eau Claire Memorial will have their favor. It'll be a free kick here, excuse me. As the free kick will be sent over towards that 20-yard line. Eau Claire Memorial with a quick run here. Ball on the right boot of an Old Abe. It'll skip all the way toward the near side of the pitch, but not far enough to go out of play. Eau Claire Memorial still with a chance here. Quick strike on the ball outside of the box. Easily picked up there by Abby Carlson. Hudson now moving it through Eau Claire's defense. Stella Duffy hits the turf right there. Or no, that's not Stella Duffy, my apologies. But after some physical play there in front of Eau Claire Memorial's box, they will go on the counterattack. Good job right there by Julian Brown. Brown will send that one forward, trying to find one of her fellow forwards. Or excuse me, not fellow forwards, but just forwards. Ball hits a referee right there. Play will continue. Hudson gets a deflection to go their way, but the pass after does not go their way. As teams will continue to trade possession between each other. Eau Claire trying to keep it on their foot. Stretched all the way out to the corner, and a cross attempt there is blocked by Maddie Wolfgram. She's able to get it out of harm's way and up to Stella Duffy. Duffy with it. She's going to kick that one back over towards Merdsdeck. Elena Merdsdeck now sending it back to Wolfgram. Wolfgram getting that one to the near side, trying to find Nault. Nault gets muscled off the ball right there, though. Nice job there from Nault, able to win possession on the near side. Quick pass behind a lot of people, but not too far behind. I believe that's Elena Merdsdeck, who was able to keep that, or excuse me, Avery Merdsdeck. She was not able to connect on her pass, though. After Eau Claire Memorial's clear attempt gets stopped at that far line, Hudson goes for a cross attempt. That was Stella Duffy there on the ball. She gets her ball deflected, and it'll go out of play, excuse me. Sorry, I don't know what happened on that. As it looks like we are waiting for a substitution or somebody to come up to take the throw-in, or maybe both. It'll be a throw-in deep into Eau Claire Memorial territory. Lauren Shuckle trying to get a boot on it. Not able to, but it's cleared away by an Old Abe. We'll get a wash, rinse, and repeat of a Sophia Pope throw-in from about the same spot. She goes for Duffy this time. Duffy heads that one away. Chuckle trying to center it back over towards Pope. Pope keeps it on her boot. Able to get it to a teammate, and now Hudson trying to work it through the middle. Not able to find either Chuckle or Avery Merdsdeck on that one. Aubrey Ross trying to make a play there for Hudson, but Eau Claire Memorial gets it, and now Hudson gets it back near that 50-yard line. Hudson passing it around the back. That's Wolfgram with it. Switches from left to right. Sends that one up towards Merdsdeck. Merdsdeck with a quick pass up to Chuckle. Chuckle's going to try and spread that one back out wide. Volley towards the top of the box. Cleaned up there by the keeper of the Old Abes. As no run was available right there for, I believe that was Nault, who was trying to make a play on it. Eau Claire Memorial trying to go on the counterattack. Ball will go out of play on that pass attempt. It'll be stopped by Wolfgram, who will give it to Pope for the throw-in. Got about 3 subs waiting for the Old Abes. Pope will keep that one high, and it falls on a boot of Eau Claire, or up at Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe, excuse me. Sophia Pope with another throw-in, but this time about 20 yards forward. Over to Lauren Shuckle, who's able to center it nicely, but loses possession right there. That was a good bit of defensive work there for Eau Claire Memorial, and now they get the ball back after giving it up to Hudson. Trying to spread it out to the far side are the Old Abes, and they will be helped by a foul called on the Hudson Raiders. Too much contact there on the legs, trying to stab at the ball to poke it free. Eau Claire Memorial will take a free kick from just inside the halfway point of the field. Ball will skip past everybody, go past the back line. Abby Carlson will run for it, getting warmed up a little bit here as Carlson has made a couple of cameos, or a couple of appearances in this one, but not a whole lot of action for her, as Hudson has kept the ball mainly in front of not only her, but that halfway line at midfield. As we are nearing the end of our first half here at Eau Claire, or rather in Eau Claire, a game at Eau Claire Memorial at UWEC. As this facility is a part of the Great Simpson Field, a recently renovated place here at UWEC. Great facility. If you're ever in Eau Claire and there's a sporting event to be had here, I would highly recommend checking out Simpson Field. Great turf field here. And happy for the people at Eau Claire Memorial High School and UWEC, as I said before, for being accommodating to us and letting us use their facilities. As that is Avery Merdsdeck with it now, has some space. Merdsdeck will kind of use a hesitation move, able to find some space, sends a rocket forward. It hit a Old Abe player. It'll go out of play, and it'll be a corner kick for Hudson. And if it's not their first corner kick of the game, it's their second, as they have not had many chances from the corner. Ball played over to Avery Merdsdeck. Merdsdeck stopping it quickly. Merdsdeck has her pass deflect, drop back over there to Aubrey Ross, who her shot takes a little skip up toward the waiting arms of the netminder for Eau Claire Memorial. Able to keep it in her grasp, though, punts that one, finding one of her forwards, and now Eau Claire Memorial will work it towards the near side. Play cut off, though, by the Hudson Raiders. As that was some good defensive work by Wisty. Play now moves to the far side. Duffy with it, quick drop back pass over to Pope. Pope's pass stays out about as soon as she let go of it. It'll be a throw-in for the Old Abes. That ball hitting Maddie Wolfgram, I believe, as she got her body in front of it. Hudson will now pass it around the back to try and start some offense. Ball sent up towards Avery Merdsdeck. Merdsdeck towards the middle of the field, going to send that one over towards Stella Duffy. Duffy with the quick turnaround ball up towards Sophia Pope. Pope can't keep it in play as that ball was just a little bit too far for her to retrieve. It'll go out of play for another Eau Claire Memorial throw-in. Throw-in here for the Old Abes leads to a Hudson possession. As a quick programming note for upcoming games, we have one on the 11th of May. That is River Falls at 7 p.m. That's on May 11th. That one will be on River Channel, and then not too long after, on the 13th, a couple days after the 11th, it'll be a game, or rather a match against Superior. So we've got Tuesday and Thursday soccer for you, both home games. First one is against conference foe River Falls, and then Superior. So that'll be Wildcats and Spartans on deck for the Hudson Raiders. But right now they got to take care of business of the Old Abes. This throw-in will be taken by Noelle Wisty. Or they were supposed to, but it stays Eau Claire Memorial possession after some confusion there from the Raiders. Ball goes through everybody in a little bit of no man's land, but Wisty able to pounce on the possession and get it out of harm's way. Now over to Avery Merdsdeck. Merdsdeck just making her way through some of the teeth of the defense here of Eau Claire Memorial. Throw-in will be taken quickly there by Hudson after Eau Claire Memorial cleared it. Duffy trying to play it back over to herself. And a clear attempt from Eau Claire Memorial hits off of the shin of Stella Duffy. It'll roll past the back line. As I've said a few times before this match, it'll be another goalie kick, this time for the Old Abes. Or rather, goal kick, as this one will be taken by a defenseman. Or defensive back would be the better term for soccer. Sorry to use hockey lingo right there. Ball will be played toward the back. Now over to the near side. Grace Lewis with a quick tap over towards Lauren Chuckle. Chuckle went a little bit too far behind of Avery Merdsdeck, but was able to find Noelle Wisty, or maybe Wisty was the intended target in the first place. Who knows? I'm not the one out there on the pitch. Ball will be taken by Eau Claire Memorial, not able to fit it through. Is a member of one of their midfielders trying to get it up to a forward. A volley attempt from Julian Brown is hit by Old Abe. Second volley attempt is fielded by an Old Abe. Hudson still ends up with possession, though, as Eau Claire with some heavy touches in this match. As the ball will be towards the center of the field, and the first half has come to a close. We're getting right back into the action here. Second half soccer match, Big Rivers Conference tilt between the Hudson Raiders and Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes. Happy for you to be joining us. A 1-0 affair after one half of this match. And Hudson will try and go for the big play right away. Nice job there for Stella Duffy for making a run for it. Cleared there by Eau Claire Memorial, but not far enough as it stays in play. This time it'll go out of play, though. It'll stay with Hudson, a throw-in attempt, as Hudson is trying to knock on the door here, up by 1 goal early on here in the second half. Throw-in will be taken, stopped there by Duffy. Duffy over to Pope. Pope totes a thin line there on the back line of the field, and that line was too thin as the ball went over and out of play. Be a free kick for Eau Claire. Never mind, I guess it was an infraction. They wouldn't be taking a free kick otherwise. Avery Merdsdeck with it now. Merdsdeck will kind of chip that one over toward the middle of the field to Elena Merdsdeck. Hudson, a little bit of sloppy passing right there, but the volley gets it out of trouble. Lauren Chuckle trying to center that one. Eau Claire Memorial gets possession back. And now here come the Raiders after earning possession back in their own half. Give it up just as soon as I say that. Both teams continuing to pinball possession between one another. A foul is called on the Old Abes. It'll be a free kick for the Hudson Raiders. Ball sent over into Eau Claire Memorial's half. As that's Elena Merdsdeck with it, trying to find a teammate. Stopped there by the Old Abes, but Hudson will take a throw-in after the touch was too heavy on the far side of the pitch. Brown with it. She sends that one over a couple of players. Picked up there by Grace Lewis, or at least tried to. She kind of overran the ball right there. It'll go out of play. It'll be Eau Claire Memorial possession. Quick volley there from Hudson after getting possession back. Almost no one was home but Grace Lewis putting on the afterburners right there to even make a play at the ball. Hudson will keep possession on this one. Wind is blowing not in their favor in terms of shooting directly on the net, as it is blowing into Hudson's net, just like it was in the first half. The wind switching direction, at least as far as I've noticed, along with the teams in this match. As there's still some sun out here in beautiful Eau Claire, Wisconsin. We'll see how long that lasts. We're getting close to about 7 o'clock or so. As a ball over toward the far post. looked a little bit promising, but doesn't end in excitement, as it was a bit of an anticlimactic roll past the goal line. It'll be a goal kick for the Old Abes once again. Kick will be taken, sent over toward the near side, skips past a couple of players, centered there by Old Abe. Now Eau Claire Memorial trying to fit it through some traffic. Hudson able to stop that one though. And now here comes Lauren Chuckle and company for the Hudson Raiders. Ball finds no white jerseys as Duffy was making a run towards the net. But the ball that looked like it might have took a little bit of a deflection there was too far behind. Eau Claire Memorial takes a throw in after a couple of plays moments after. Hudson earns possession back. Pass finds no white jerseys, finds a couple of purple jerseys though, as Eau Claire Memorial is now going to try and go on an attack themselves. Ball roll out of play there. Sophia Pope will take this throw in. Up towards Duffy. Duffy trying to work around her assignment, or rather the player marking her, able to do that successfully. Hudson will move it from near side to far side after the boot from Lauren Chuckle. Memorial able to turn around and send that one forward. Stopped there by Hudson. And now a ball towards the center of the box. Does it find anybody? Now another chance here. Mergedeck with a shot there. That hits a player, as Hudson there with a really good chance. They had a lot of space, but Old Abe was at the right place at the right time. That one was real close from being the goal that sends this one into 2-0. But we still sit at 1-0 in this match. That's Elena Mergedeck, left boot. Hits a body. Stays outside of danger there for Eau Claire Memorial, and now they'll go on the attack. Ball will be sent out wide. Good run here for the Old Abes, and that's pretty anticlimactic, as there was not enough boot on that ball. It'll just kind of roll aimlessly out of play. It'll be another goal kick, this time for Hudson, as Carlson, I believe, gets her first touches of the second half. It would definitely be one of a few touches here early on. Ball stays toward the far side. Eau Claire Memorial will center it. Pass intercepted there by Sophie Pope. Beautiful through ball all the way up to Duffy. Duffy's going to make a run for it. Duffy with the shot, and that one hits the side of the net. Duffy with a really good chance right there, but as she kept running for it, her angle got sharper and sharper. Not able to fit that one through some good coverage by the Old Abes, both from their netminder and that lone defender who was on assignment right there. Eau Claire Memorial dodges a bullet, and they will work with possession now on the near side. Pope able to pry that one away from the Old Abes, but they get it right back. Heavy touch right there, stopped by Hudson. Kendall Ross with a heavy touch herself, not able to center it and get a pass away in time. Hudson still able to clear it though. Ball will now be worked through the middle of the pitch. Through ball all the way up to Duffy. Duffy finds it, sends a shot forward, and that one stays low and straight to the waiting arms of Eau Claire's netminder. As a quick take on that shot doesn't lead to a whole lot of promise right there, as that one just went straight into the waiting arms of Eau Claire Memorial's goalie, as I mentioned moments ago. Throw-in now will be taken by Eau Claire Memorial. Got a Old Abe tying one of her shoes and a substitution here. Throw-in here for the Old Abes on the near side. That one goes far. Stopped there before it hits the turf. Volley there from a Hudson defensive back. Ball will be picked up there by Stella Duffy. She's had a couple of runs here, not able to keep it on her boot for that one. But luckily for her and the Hudson Raiders, it was last touched by an Old Abe, so it'll be a corner kick for the Hudson Raiders. Lauren Chuckle will take it by herself, so no two-person game there in the corner. Her cross over towards the far post at the top of the box is too far away from anybody. It'll go out of a part of the field with a lot of promise, and now Eau Claire Memorial trying to work with possession on the far side. Bleeding stops just for now for Hudson, as Elena Merzdek was able to kick that one out of play. A stop and a switch of possession right there. Hudson will now take the throw-in. Julian Brown will take the throw-in on the far side for the Raiders. Brown sends that one up to Lewis. It skips past her. It'll be Eau Claire Memorial possession now. Be Eau Claire Memorial throw-in after some confusion there on the field. Brown leaves it for an Old Abe, and the Old Abes will send it forward. Ricochet on the ball there leads to Hudson possession. A volley there from Lauren Chuckle trying to find somebody. Duffy making a run for it. Bodies hitting each other. Plenty of contact there on that run for the ball. Eau Claire Memorial comes out victorious, though, on this bout, as now they'll move it past Hudson's halfway point on the far side of the pitch, and they'll also get a throw-in on this trip. Eau Claire Memorial trying to keep the pressure going here. They'll get another throw-in after Hudson poked that one out of play. Too strong there on the defensive, or the potential defensive stop there for Hudson. And a blunder there on the backside. Eau Claire Memorial draws this one even, as I believe that was Pope there who was trying to center it, but it was poked away there by an Eau Claire forward. And once again, apologies, we don't have information on the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes, but whoever that is, she made a great play right there, able to poke possession free. Her teammates mob her there after scoring. And this is a whole different match, as Hudson has dominated the majority of this second half frame. They're going to go over the top there for a potential another big play. They always do that from that kind of set play at center field. But Eau Claire Memorial draws even. This game just gets a whole lot more interesting with that one. Hudson has held possession. Obviously, we don't have possession stats at this level. But if we did, I wouldn't be surprised if Hudson was close to about that 70% range in terms of possession of the ball. They've only had one goal even through many endeavors, in Eau Claire Memorial right there, getting a goal early on in this second half here to draw this one even at one apiece. Ball will be picked up here by Eau Claire Memorial, or rather a goal kick will be taken by Eau Claire Memorial by one of their defensive backs, and now Eau Claire Memorial will move it toward the near side. Player who just scored a goal on the ball there for the Old Abes. Ball will go all the way towards the back, as Eau Claire Memorial will pass it around the back. Grace Lewis trying to poke that one free and win possession back for the Raiders. She does, but she takes a tough fall right there, as both the number 6s on each of these squads went for the ball right there. No card will be given, as probably the right move there by the ref in charge, as both players trying to go for it there, but just too aggressive, too much contact right there. It'll lead to a free kick for the Hudson Raiders. We'll see what they do with it. 3 players on the ball here for the Raiders. I believe that is the Merzdek twins and Lauren Chuckle. That's Elena and Avery. Substitution away from the play. Chuckle runs over it. Elena runs over it. Avery's going to take it, strikes it toward the far post, and that one will go further away than anybody can reach it. It'll go past the goal line. And I've sounded like a broken record a few times on this call here, but another goal kick for the Old Abes. Ball will be taken there by the Old Abes, goes straight into the waiting boot of Lauren Chuckle. And now some space here for the Hudson Raiders. Elena Merzdek sends that one over to Stella Duffy. Duffy with a bender, and that one stays too high and too far away. Duffy with another good chance to try and get her second goal of the match. Great setup there by Elena Merzdek, not able to get the goal, though, was Stella Duffy. Goal kick for the Old Abes, going straight to a Hudson player again. That was Elena Merzdek with a shot, a deflection, or rather a ricochet off of that shot after it hit an Old Abe. Goes to an Old Abe defensive back who just sees no other option but to clear it away. So Keisha Johnson will go for the throw-in for the Hudson Raiders. Old Abes get possession back, and they give it right back to Hudson. Julian Brown centers the ball, sends a volley forward to the top of the box. Both teams continuing to trade possession here, as that's Avery Merdzek with it now, squarely on her foot. Gets it on her left, sends a shot toward the near post, but it goes too far, or too wide. And it will be another goal kick for the Old Abes. Goal kick right there rolls out of play. Ball will be picked up there by Sophie Pope. And she'll take another throw-in after Eau Claire Memorial knocked that one out of play. Sophie Pope sends that one over. And it was last touched there by a Old Abe again. Pope holds off on the throw-in, now does it again. Sends that one towards the box, stopped there by the Old Abes, and now here come the Old Abes on the rush, or rather a counterattack, as the ball will go out of play. Hudson touching it last. It'll be a throw-in for the Old Abes. Throw-in for the Old Abes. Goes between a few players. Stopped there by Maddie Wolfgram, who sends that one towards the middle of the field. Volley there from the Old Abes. Falls to a Raider. Chuckle trying to center it. Instead kind of drops that one back. Chuckle gets it again. Now over to Avery Merzdek. Merzdek making a run. Quick little move right there. Loses it at the last possible second, though. Trying to set up a scoring chance. Nothing too much to fret about, though, as Lauren Chuckle regains possession for the Raiders. Picked up there by Maddie Wolfgram, who will send that one towards the center of the field. Stopped there by an Old Abe. Or not center of the field, rather middle of the field. Lauren Chuckle trying to find a runner. Through ball does not go where she wanted it, though. Eau Claire Memorial gets it out of harm's way for now. Julian Brown with the volley. That one skips past a couple of players. Stopped there by Wisty. Wisty trying to keep it on her side, but it's stopped there by the Old Abes and their netminder. Old Abes trying to go from the center of the field back towards the near side. Wolfgram, though, able to snuff that pass out. Sends that one back over up to Wisty. It will be a clear from the Old Abes, leading to another Hudson Raider throw-in. Sophie Pope will take it now on the near side. Pope's throw goes over the head of an Old Abe. Trying to go over to Lauren Chuckle. Not able to get it in time, but she didn't need to touch it as it was last touched by a member of the Purple Squad on the pitch tonight. Two players at the corner. That's Avery Merzdek and Lauren Chuckle. Quick touch over to Chuckle, now back over to Avery Merzdek. Merzdek shoots it toward the far post. That one had plenty of steam behind it, and it cut through everybody. Rolls all the way out of play. Right idea, though, for the Hudson Raiders. And once again, it'll be a goal kick for the Old Abes. Ball will be taken by the Old Abes as the goal kick leads all the way into Hudson's half after a couple of kicks from both sides. Wolfgram sees no other option but to clear it. We'll get a throw it on the far side of the pitch. Ball stopped there by an Old Abe, and we get a quick whistle. And Eau Claire Memorial did not throw it in properly, so possession will trade hands over to Hudson. At least it looks like it. We get a substitution here. Wisty will come off the pitch, excuse me. Wisty will come off the pitch. I believe that was Sophia Nault who comes in for the Hudson Raiders. Keisha Johnson sends a throw in. And after Johnson got it back from one of her teammates, she gets swarmed by 3 Old Abes, able to push it into some dangerous territory for Hudson. But the Raiders keep their composure, stay calm on the far side. Hudson will get a throw in. It'll be Johnson again with it. Johnson with the throw in. That one will stay high. Ball will be sent toward the center of the field there. I believe that was Stella Duffy with the strong strike on it, but it doesn't find a Hudson forward. Eau Claire Memorial heads that one away after Chuckle tried to fit that one through a couple of players. Keisha Johnson over pursued the ball right there, and now here come the Old Abes. Only got about 3 players on the attack right there. Cut off of the route right there by the Hudson Raiders. I believe that was Julian Brown on the strong defensive play. And now the ball will be played up towards Stella Duffy, who gets muscled off the ball. Good job there by the player marking her, as Duffy is tough to stop when she goes on a run. Unfortunately, a foul is called on the Old Abes, or at least for their sake. It's unfortunate that a foul was called on them. This free kick will be taken by Maddie Wolfgram. Wolfgram will have to replace the ball more over toward the far side, right in front of Solom's bench. Ball gets stopped there by an Old Abe, and now here comes Eau Claire Memorial trying to work it around the far side. Wolfgram stops that, though, dead in its tracks, and sends that one up toward Elena Merdsdeck, who finds Stella Duffy. Duffy still moving with it. She stops, gets it poked away from her there. Eau Claire doesn't find many other options but to just kind of clear it out of play. It'll be a throw-in, and luckily for the Old Abes, it won't be a throw-in. It'll be a free kick after a foul is called on the Raiders. Ball will be sent in. If I can just get my camera on frame right there, apologies. Pope with it. Quick pass up to Avery Merdsdeck. Does about a 180 right there to find some space. Drops it over towards Chuckle. Chuckle finding some space, but too heavy of a touch right there. Eau Claire Memorial regains possession again. That ball stopped by Hudson. Be pushed back up. That's Kira Young with it. Young over to Sophia Pope. Pope stops it. Trying to work around the lone goal scorer for the Old Abes. She's able to get it for Eau Claire Memorial, but the Old Abes don't do much with it. Ball will be continued, or will be played on the near side of the pitch, excuse me, but it goes too far and out of play. Eau Claire Memorial will take this throw in right in front of the announcer's table, if you can see right there at the bottom of your screen. Throw in just past the halfway point of the field, stopped there by a Raider and played up toward Young. Young with the quick pass over to Merdsdeck. Elena Merdsdeck trying to find either Duffy or Lewis on that run. Stopped there by the Old Abes. They're able to clear it out of harm's way. It'll stay on the far side of the pitch. See who takes it. Looks like it'll be Keisha Johnson. Johnson's throw-in stopped there by a member of the Old Abes. Hudson fights for possession, though, and gets it back. Keisha Johnson trying to send the ball in. That one gets stopped, but on the second try, she's able to get it in. Looking towards Stella Duffy. Stopped, though, by the Old Abes after they're able to kind of sweat that one out. They'll keep it on the near side of the pitch here. Great hustle there from Sophie Pope. Young gets it back over to Pope. She's toting a thin line there, and she gets muscled not only off the ball but off the pitch. It'll be a throw-in for the Old Abes. That play cut off there by a couple of Raiders on defense. Merdsdeck with it. She sends it over to Julian Brown, who drops it back for Abby Carlson. Carlson's kick, I don't know if she got too under it or too far over it, but it just didn't quite go where she wanted it. Hudson, though, able to regain possession, and now they'll work it around the near side. As that's Avery Merdsdeck. Merdsdeck just weaves through traffic so well, trying to thread that ball through. Not able to find her teammate as it's stopped there by Eau Claire Memorial. Lauren Chuckle up towards Stella Duffy. Duffy making a run for it now. She stops on a dime, sets it up, sends a shot forward, and that one is upper 90 on the far post. Duffy scores for the second time this match, and Hudson has regained the lead after it was drawn to a 1-1 even contest by the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes. Hudson regains their lead. Both of the goals here scored in this match, and I'm just going to say, so far as a precautionary measure, there's still some time left here for both sides. But as it stands right now, Duffy with both goals for the Hudson Raiders, as it is a 2-1 match here at UWEC and the home of the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes girls soccer squad as it stands right now. Bad pass right there as Hudson has a chance to go on another run. This is Lewis who pounced on possession. She's going to send that one towards the box. That one's swept up, though, by the keeper. Ball will be sent towards the middle of the field. Now over toward the near side. The Old Abes try and work it. Nice volley off the head there by a member of the Old Abes to keep possession alive. A couple of players get tangled up there, as that's Johnson for the Raiders who got tangled up. It will be a free kick for the Old Abes. Ball will be centered and spotted by a referee. Hudson's setting up their wall. Stella Duffy's going to defect from it there. Or no, that's Elena Merdsdeck, excuse me. Now here's Duffy setting up there. And Duffy also defects, so now there's only 3 people on the wall after a couple of changes. And that free kick goes straight into the paws of Abby Carlson. Carlson punts that one. It'll go high and wide. Stopped there by an Old Abe, and the Abes volley it back into Hudson's half. Keisha Johnson drops that one back to Abby Carlson, who also, or excuse me, repeats what she did earlier. Ball will go up and out of play, last touched by an Old Abe. So it'll stay Hudson Raider possession. Throw will be taken. It'll stay on the near side. Eau Claire Memorial able to get possession, but Hudson gets it back. Ball centered there by an Old Abe after they regain possession. They're going to work it from far side toward the center of the pitch. Nice stop, though, from the Raiders. I believe that was Kira Young on the play. And now that ball's going to be played all the way up towards Stella Duffy. A wonderful through ball, but it was just a little bit too strong as the keeper had plenty of space to run up and kick it out of harm's way. Hudson now working with it again. Quick one-touch passes along the far side. Ball will be sent in towards the box. Stopped there by an Old Abe, getting it out of harm's way for now. Ball will stay on the far side and in play. Teams trade possession a couple of times. Looks like nobody wanted it besides Avery Merdsdeck of the Hudson Raiders right there. Merdsdeck with it. She finds some space, cuts through the teeth of the defense. That one or rather that shot, hitting the back of an Old Abe, turning away from the ball but trying to stay in front of it. That's successful as Eau Claire Memorial clears it up and out of play. Hudson throwing now. And the throw-in rolls out of play. Good job shielding there by the player marking Stella Duffy. It'll be a throw-in, or excuse me, a goal kick for the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's. Goal kick will be sent over towards Elena Merdzek, not what Eau Claire wanted. Hudson gets possession back and they cough it up. I believe that's Maddie Wolfgram who had it there for a second, advancing that one forward. Now Sophie Pope with it. Sophie Pope not able to keep it on her boot, but luckily for her, a Old Abe kicked it out of play. Old Abes get it back. Maddie Wolfgram trying to cut off that route. Old Abes keep possession on their boot. Now they're trying to draw this game even. From the top of the box, great defensive work there by, I believe that was Wisty, who was able to get it up and out of play. Avery Merdzek trying to make a run for it after Sophia Nault got her boot on it. Throw in here for the Old Abes. And skips past an Old Abe, picked up there by Hudson. Both teams kind of pinball possession. Wolfgram boots that one up and out of harm's way. Duffy trying to make a play on it. She gets it taken away from her. Pass finds nobody right there. Another chance there for Eau Claire Memorial to set up a potential scoring opportunity, excuse me. But not able to on that go around. Ball will stay on the far side. Played up toward a forward, quick one-touch pass. Keeping it on the far side, look for the cross attempt here. Cross attempt gets into the box, but not successful in creating a scoring opportunity, as the lone goal scorer for the Old Abes had it on her person, but her pass afterward, not able to find anybody, and now here come the Raiders. That's Avery Merdzek. She's got plenty of gas in the tank. She can cover a lot of acreage with her ability. Found plenty of space and now finally drops that one over to, I believe that's Elena Merdzek. Merdzek with the boot. That one stays high, but it hits the paw of Eau Claire Memorial's goalie. It'll fall wide. A potential goal there from way far out. Saved by the fingertips of Eau Claire Memorial's netminder. Now awaiting a corner kick for the Hudson Raiders. And here they come. Two players on the ball there for Hudson. That's Lauren Chuckle with it. Chuckle over toward Merdzek. Merdzek sends one in, and that one hit post and ricocheted into the net. That's Elena Merdzek. With that goal, plenty of power behind that shot. Elena Merdzek with the goal right there, and that extends Hudson's lead to 2. It's now a 3-1 match between these Big Rivers Conference foes, and after Eau Claire Memorial probably feeling a little bit optimistic after drawing even, they've given up 2 unanswered as it stands right now, and they're going to have to try and go for the comeback here if they want to pull out a potential draw or victory between this top Big Rivers Conference foe. Quick stop and play right there. Eau Claire Memorial will get a free kick. Free kick, left boot, and that one is saved, I wouldn't say comfortably, but Abby Carlson was in possession, took that ball to the ground, and was able to save it. Ball stopped there by Eau Claire Memorial. Hudson regains possession. And Hudson at this stage of the game, late stages of the second half, might want to start trying to play keep away in this spot. It's Avery Merdsdeck with it over to Lauren Chuckle. Hudson's going to take it slow. They're in no rush at all. If they want to take a potential shot or develop a scoring chance, they'll be patient with it. Not able to do it on that go around, as that ball goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Old Abes on the far side. Ball stopped. It'll be another throw-in, just mainly an advancement of play, as that throw-in will skip toward Hudson's territory, and it was in Hudson's territory for a split second. An Eau Claire Memorial forward taking a tumble after trying to make a play on the ball right there. Throw-in here will be taken by Wisty. Wisty with the throw-in. Stopped there by Duffy. Duffy trying to get it back, though, as her touch was too heavy on the attempt to center it. And unfortunately for her and the Hudson Raiders, I believe it was her. If not, it was one of her teammates that was there. But regardless, the Raiders give up a foul to the Old Abes. The Old Abes don't do too much with the free kick. They send it over the top, easily fielded by Abby Carlson, who sends that one up and away, skipping past a few players after the first bounce. Raiders keep it on their boot at midfield. Pass might be cut off here. No, quick touch by the Old Abes, but still kept by Sophie Pope. Pope's pass is cut off. Here come the Old Abes, trying to right some wrongs here that they've seen, giving up 2 unanswered goals as it stands right now in this stage of the match. Ball will be moved forward by the Old Abes. Line too thin right there for the players in purple, as they give up a throw-in toward the Hudson Raiders. Throw-in for Hudson, easily centered by Elena Merdsdeck, who was the last goal scorer for the Hudson Raiders. Throw-in will be sent towards some traffic. Hudson comes away with possession. I believe that's Avery Merdsdeck on the ball, and it is. She'll send a through ball up towards Duffy. Duffy's going to send a cross into the box, drops behind a few people, but it'll be an offsides before any play can really develop, as Duffy gets tagged with another offsides. Goal kick for the Old Abes. Hits a Raider head, and it hit a Old Abe foot. Stays with the Hudson Raiders right there as they'll advance the ball, and a clear from the Old Abes will result in a Hudson throw-in from the far side. That throw-in didn't go super spectacular for the Raiders. Duffy trying to go for the quick one-touch back. Either that or it was just too heavy on the attempt to center the ball. Regardless, it'll be an Eau Claire Memorial throw-in. A stop there by the Hudson Raiders goes out of play. Picked up for a throw-in there by Eau Claire Memorial. Hudson goes for the clear. It'll roll out of play for another Old Abes throw-in. Memorial not really getting a whole lot of chances here ever since their first goal of the match, as Hudson's defense has done a really good job of shoring up potential chances, not letting Memorial breathe too much in Hudson's half of the field. Hudson will continue to work it around the near side. Merdsdeck trying to find, I don't know if it was Grace Lewis initially. It took a deflection and fell to Grace Lewis. Lewis will find Chuckle. One-touch pass back over to Lewis. Lewis will keep it on her left foot. Sends that one over towards the box. Duffy trying to go for a quick one-touch shot. Not able to center it, and Chuckle's shot behind her is too high. And I believe too near of the post that she was aiming for. Goal kick for the Old Abes. Stopped by the Raiders. Grace Lewis with it now. She's going to make a run for it. Drops that one over towards Chuckle. Chuckle can't make a play on it. It'll be stopped by the Old Abes, who just elect to clear it on the near side. And they do not have much time left. As their chances are starting to wither away here of coming away with a draw or a victory in this Big Rivers Conference matchup. Here's a chance, though, as the Old Abes will go for a run. There's some space here. Pass is just too soft and too short of the player that it's aimed for as they tried to go from far side toward right in front of the net. Easily swept up, though, and kept by Abby Carlson. Her punt will go far, will be stopped by the Old Abes. Hudson picked it up there for a split second, but the Old Abes got it back. And they give it right back to the Hudson Raiders. It feels like whenever I try and track possession changes, it'll change a couple of times, as this will be a punt for the Old Abes. Thin line to tote right there on the far side. It hits head coach Steve Solom. Throw in here for the Hudson Raiders. As the field is starting to look a little bit darker, the sun is starting to move down and clouds are starting to cover the greater Eau Claire area. As we are getting late in this match, Hudson coughing up possession, though, a potential chance for Eau Claire to cut the deficit to 1. And the pass is just not there. Carlson being aggressive as the last line of defense and picks up another one, swallowing up another Eau Claire Memorial scoring chance. Her punt is up and away. Ball skips past a couple of players, stopped there by an Old Abe. Merdsdeck with it now for the Raiders. Avery Merdsdeck finding some space. Will she let go for a shot? Not able to, as she's muscled off the ball trying to make a quick misdirection. And now here come the Old Abes again. Ball in no man's land as it's going to be picked up by Julian Brown. Played up towards Lauren Chuckle, who has to work for possession on that one. She's going to send a ball toward the far side that's stopped by an Old Abe. And the Old Abes just elect to clear it. Throw in here will be taken on the far side. Hudson keeps possession on the throw-in. They have the luxury of burning time as the clock is the enemy of the Old Abes. A chance here to kind of get another chance, and it's gone as soon as it came. That through ball is too far away for any of the forwards on the Old Abes to pick up. Abby Carlson collects it and punts it towards the center of the field. Lauren Chuckle heads that one over towards Avery Merdsdeck. Stella Duffy with it. Contact there on the far side, as that has not been a foreign concept to Duffy and anybody who's been marking her this contest. Plenty of bodies hitting the turf, herself included in terms of Duffy, but she's made opponents feel it tonight. Ball played towards the center of the field. Picked up by the Old Abes, stopped by Hudson, as that's Maddie Wolfgram. Her attempt to get it out of harm's way, though, stopped by an Old Abe. And that shot attempt for the Old Abes is low and wide. So Abby Carlson taking a stroll up to her goal kick, has the ability to waste some time here as Hudson has a 2-goal advantage over the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's here late in this second half. Ball picked up there by Avery Merdzek. She gets it up toward Lauren Chuckle. Chuckle giving it back, trying to repay the favor, but it's cut off by an Old Abe. Ball stopped. Given back to Hudson as that's Elena Merdzek with it. Trying to go over to Stella Duffy. Her pass cut off. Ball goes over the top. Stopped there by Hudson, but coughed up as soon as I say that. Old Abe's trying to work it back toward the center of the pitch. Hudson gets it out of harm's way, now over towards the center of the field. Avery Merdzek with it. Stopping, couple of spins there and sends it toward the far side. Ball goes high. Another one, as that one will trail off toward the far side. Duffy making a run for it, but picked up by Eau Claire Memorial first. That one goes out of play. Throw in here for the Old Abe's as we're getting close to the end of this contest here. Ball will be sent out of play. Substitution here for the Hudson Raiders. Throw in will fall away from everybody. Got some downtime here as there's going to be a redo of this throw in. Throw in stays on the far side of the pitch, picked up there by Eau Claire Memorial. Hudson with it again. Lauren Chuckle trying to make a play on it, not able to keep it on her person, and now here come the Old Abe's. That's Lewis with it. Lewis stopping, drops that one back. A ball will be sent forward. Nobody home, but not too much of a worry for the Hudson Raiders as they don't need to score any more goals as it stands right now. A comfortable 2-goal lead late in this contest here. Foul committed there by the Raiders.
1 minute remaining in the match.
Free kick will be taken. That one's sent deep. Players trying to make a potential offensive scoring chance out of it if you're Eau Claire Memorial. Hudson just trying to get out of harm's way, and the latter prevails. As Chuckle with it now. Chuckle moving past the player marking her, drops that one back over to Avery Merdzek. Merdzek stops it, centers it, sends a shot forward. That one will hit the netting behind the pitch. Ball will roll a little bit far, excuse me. Goal kick for the Old Abe's. High and falls towards midfield. And that is the end of this one, as the Hudson Raiders come away with a 3-1 victory in this contest. A huge win. I believe that makes him 2-0 on the season, for sure 2-0 on the broadcast season here so far. They pick up a win against the Old Abe's, a Big Rivers Conference foe. A good start to the season here for the Hudson Raiders, starting off the season with an 11-2 victory over the Chippewa Falls Cardinals. Now a 3-1 victory against the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's. And now for the Hudson Raiders, on deck for them will be, bitter rival River Falls. The Wildcats will be in town. A Tuesday matchup between the Hudson Raiders and River Falls Wildcats, and just to finish this one up, another contest next week will be the Superior Spartans coming to town. A long drive for the Superior Spartans as the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's will give a show of appreciation for the fans that came out for this contest. They go towards the center of the field and back. So 2 games coming up, Tuesday night against the River Falls Wildcats and Thursday night against the Superior Spartans. For my normal partner, Chuck Bublitz, who wasn't here with me, for my usual cameraman, Adam Tilson, who also wasn't here, my name is Brian Mose. Thank you so much for watching Hudson Raiders girls soccer here on River Channel. We hope that you enjoyed this contest, a 3-1 victory for the Hudson Raiders. Have a good night, everybody.